Why did you kick the cats out of the room?
2 cats in a room is just ludicrous. You think there's just cats everywhere.
Think about what a cat's day is. Scratch at door, get fed, play and sleep, eat again, and then obviously throw that up.
How many times do you feed that thing a day? It's
they are fed 3 square meals a day.
Does one steal the other one's food sometimes? Because he's way fatter.
Yeah.
He's just like you, a selfish, lying prick.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
I don't know what the cats lied about. That's
the whole Brad Pitt thing.
I think you might have had a little bit of an agenda there. The cat has not told a lie. The funny thing is, we both were supposed to go to the gym today. Today was going to be the first big day of the New Year's resolution.
Day 1.
I was my resolution, of course, to get in better shape by going to the gym. You were going to do P90X. Today was supposed to be the first day.
It's not going to be the first day anymore.
Instead, we're eating beef jerky and drinking wine. So that's
and what else were you eating? Some sort of curded cheese in a can?
Pub cheese.
Pub cheese and crackers.
I'm kind of disappointed that we both fucked up our New Year's resolutions on day 1.
I know.
And that was after allowing a full week to ease into the new year.
I know, and here we sit. But, sometimes you just have to prioritize things, and I think tonight drinking and eating beef jerky was really the way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, baby!
Did you watch Saturday Night Live this weekend?
No, I didn't. Why?
I we're watching it, and Kelly Clarkson was the singer.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, boy.
Real bad?
I mean, she gained 3 Kelly Clarksons. She... not exaggerating, she's I would guess she's about 340.
I mean, terrible move going on and
she wore a sleeveless shirt. And multiple times did the move where she clapped up over her head, to the music, and all you could see was a giant. It looked like a gourd growing out of where the tricep should have been, just shaking around.
That's distressing me.
And the weird thing was, you could really see she had no energy. She was lethargic. You could see all the McDonald's she's been eating in her performance.
It's just you can't as a female who's trying to protect their image and go and sing like that after the holidays, go out there and just literally let it all.
This wasn't holiday. This isn't holiday weight. This was
this is 3 years.
Yeah, she gained a solid 100 pounds. Yeah, worse than Christina Aguilera.
Oh, is she huge now too?
Have you not seen her blobulous body on The Voice?
No, I have. She's on The Voice. I didn't.
She's one of the coaches. I don't watch it, but she looks like Jabba the Hutt sitting in her little throne. She really does.
She's really just given up.
Yeah.
She wearing sweatpants.
It literally looks like Jabba the Hutt just sitting there waiting for someone to play the little... You know the song that they play at Jabba's?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Anyway, so... Not to interrupt your tangent about
here's what
fat
I'll say.
People because you hate fat people.
Kelly Clarkson right now is fatter than Beyonce was before the baby came out. Not joking.
Oh, God. Send me a pic so I can take a look at that.
Yeah, she's oh, wow.
Dude, you're not going to believe this.
I think I might, but go ahead. Wow.
Curfew-breaking teen gets stuck in California chimney. Another one.
We've done 6 podcasts, and
3 of them.
3 of them, someone's been stuck in a chimney. How many people?
Hold on. It says a California teen has learned the hard way that he's no Santa Claus. 18-year-old George Herrera got stuck in a chimney while trying to sneak into his house Thursday. I mean,
my God. Listen,
I don't get it.
If your parents knew that you weren't in bed when they locked all the doors, they're not just going to be like, wait, he never opened the door. I mean, he must have been in bed.
I mean, how? I just don't understand.
But here's the thing. When you jump into your chimney, the best case scenario is you slide down the chimney and smash your ankles on the bottom. You fall 2 floors, down and immediately shatter your femurs. That's the best case scenario.
I mean, like when I even go into the
thinks-
fireplace and give it a touch, like you're immediately completely filthy. Like it's just, knock on the door. Who cares? Fuck
people
it.
say that like claustrophobia is a bad thing to have. Clearly, it's a good thing to have. Like maybe claustrophobia is something that we evolved in humans so that we wouldn't get stuck in our own chimneys.
Oh my God! I mean,
what was these poor bastards? You know what that is, though? That's just like
he saw the other two. He listened to our podcast. It was for $250,000.
Think about
That's
this.
what happened.
So he gets home. Mom and Dad locked the door because he was late. So I'm sure they were like, "It's 11:05. We said 11. Let's lock him out. We'll teach him a lesson, right?" So he thought that if he could just somehow get in, does he not have a key?
That's what I'm
What was he
wondering.
doing?
He's 18 years old. This kid's 18 years old.
It doesn't mean he doesn't believe in Santa. I was thinking about this. I know you don't want me to talk about Christmas again, but speaking of Santa, if there was, like, I saw how much more excited the kids were at Christmas than I was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I get up
for
in the
sure.
morning and I'm just like, it's fun to see the kids open the gifts, and then I'm just thinking about like food and drinks
Yeah.
and football, and they're like outrageously excited. And the night before, they literally believe that a magical man is going to slide down the chimney, take a few bites of the cookies, always leaving crumbs,
Yeah.
and then leave gifts, store-bought gifts, name brand gifts. So I was thinking, if there was like a surgery you could get that would make you believe in Santa as an adult, would you get it?
Lobotomy? Would I get it?
Just like if they could go in and like zap a certain part of your brain, would you get the surgery?
It depends what the side effects are.
No side effects. You fully believe in Santa forever.
Yeah.
That's we're not cutting that out. That'll give our audience a clue as to your disgusting fucking physique and visage.
You're fucking rude. But yeah, I'd take that deal. I'd love to believe in anything the way I did when I was a kid. And I'm very bleak now.
I know. I would pay up to like $10,000. But my brother's kids, one's 9, one's 7. The other one's like, a little glob.
A little glob, blah, blah,
Just
blah.
like a little tiny little blob of fat.
Like your dick. Oh, sorry.
But like the 9-year-old, you can tell knows that Santa's not real, but goes along with it because like the 7-year-old is still kind of in.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Like I don't think I would have done that when I was 9. I think I would have immediately been like, "Hey, Charlie, guess what?"
That's what my brother did that to me. I think in retaliation for something I did, and my dad. My dad must have been so mad at him because it was like an all-night ordeal for my dad explaining to me.
Were you crying?
Yeah, crying. It was.
Yeah.
I was devastated.
I remember I asked my mom because I think like one of the mean kids at school told me that Santa wasn't real, and they were like, and I was like, fuck, and I was kind of starting to doubt it myself. Doing
you were
the
like,
math.
fuck, as like a 6-year-old.
Yeah,
like fuck.
I was like, yeah, I guess it would be hard to visit 7 billion houses in 7 hours. Billion houses an hour. And I went and I asked my mom, and she was like, "Do you want me to tell you the truth?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "No, he's not." And I will never forget the feeling.
I know, it was bad, man.
I went into the other room and laid on the good couch and cried.
Dude, imagine you've been lied to since you were a fucking kid.
But dude, also,
since you could understand English.
What's more exciting than the most famous person in the world is going to come to your house and give you something?
Yeah.
Like, like
and all you have to do is be good.
Yeah. Like if you just were kind of good for the whole year, and then on January 14th, Brad Pitt just came over and gave you $100. That'd be kind of an exciting night. You're like, all right, Brad's coming in the morning.
Yeah, but it's disgusting.
My buddy
and
Brad.
I was really hurt. I was really hurt when it happened.
No, I know. I want to. And it's also a domino effect, because as soon as you realize Santa's not real, you immediately go, oh, Easter Bunny's not real.
Yeah, nothing's real anymore.
Yep. There's no tooth fairy.
Jesus,
there's
God.
I gave up on Easter Bunny and Tooth Fairy, but I think I held out on the birthday buffalo for one more year.
The birthday buffalo? What the fuck is that, you freak? What kind of house did you live in?
not
How many lies were you fed? No wonder you're such a liar.
So wait, who brought you your birthday gifts when you were little?
There was no imaginary creature for them. It was just normal. My parents were
serious?
like, "Here, have
Oh, dude, no, we had. Oh, you're missing out, man. We had the birthday
I feel
buffalo.
shafted now."
It was a buffalo that came in at a little satchel.
That said,
Gifts.
another blow to the heart, back then, like that, like the Santa Claus blow or the Easter Bunny blow,
Yeah.
it could have killed me. So,
Actually, would have been better if it did.
all right, Big D, you think it's that time? I think it's that time.
You mean our listeners' favorite time?
Our listeners' favorite time, according to a Twitter poll that I imaginarily took in my head.
we are getting a lot of good feedback. You're talking about what's the story?
What's the story? Of course, yes.
I don't know how to do Twitter,
I
but
know,
you send me the comments, and it seems like a lot. It seems like we're getting a lot of good feedback on what's the story. They love it.
Yeah, so I think it's by far the favorite thing that we do on the podcast.
I think you're doing a good job at the headlines. Thanks. I do. I just do my thing.
In the spirit of what's the story, I think we need to add a new little element to it. Let's make up a jingle, something that
I think it deserves a jingle.
Yeah, something so the listeners know it's coming up.
Yeah, they hear it and they immediately brighten up and they forget all about all the bad stuff going on in their day and they love it.
I love it. Yeah, it'll be their cue.
We should do a little jingle. We should write a little jingle.
Why don't we have a jingle competition, and I do one and you do one, and let the listeners vote on it.
But have you pre-written yours, or is this going to be off the top of the head?
No, it's off. No, this is the first time I've ever thought of this ever.
Okay.
Have you pre-written one? How could you?
How could I? If it was your stupid idea.
You're an idiot.
It came out of your watermelon head.
Well, that raisin out your head.
So wait, what's the? How does this work? You just gonna?
I guess one of us will just. I'll just start. I'll do a jingle, and then.
All right, I'll intro it, and I'm gonna throw to you, and you do the jingle.
Sounds good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Time for What's the Story?
What's the story? What's the story? All right, sorry, do it again.
No, that's it. You giggled your way through
the story.
Well, no, you just did do. What's the story?
That was brutal.
No, that's your deal.
Fine.
You giggled yourself
into oblivion.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, give me a throw.
All right. So now it's your turn, and I want to hear.
So throw it.
Yeah.
Say,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for What's the Story?
Everybody trying to find out. Everybody trying to find out what's the story. Trying to find out what's the story. What? I think it's good.
It was very anticlimactic, but climactic.
Well, no, because when we do the produced version, when I go, what's the story? Then I think a chorus of like hot black singers will come in and go, what's the story? What's the story?
What's the story?
I think it's D.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. But so we are going to actually do this, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
It's really good.
Like a hooker in the back.
Weirdest thing ever was Jeff Richards saying that. We were talking about Denny's, and he's like, "It's like getting your pulse smoked by a hitchhiking bitch." We were both like, "Yeah."
Totally. I can't believe I never looked at it like that.
It's exactly like that, Jeff.
So it is time for What's the Story. Do one more jingle. It is time for What's the Story.
Everybody trying to find out what's the story. Sorry, I don't know. We'll have to come up with a jingle.
All right, it's good enough.
That's a catastrophe.
God, I gotta edit
that's like 5 people who listen to the podcast just deleting it.
Stop listening. They just stopped. Okay, so the first one we've got for you this week, Big D, handpicked, real good. The headline says, "Chili Daily must pay readers for exploding churros."
That might be the weirdest one you've ever read.
I'm trying to make them a little tougher because you seem to be so good at it and embarrassed a few of our guests.
Did a newspaper in Chile called the Chili Daily throw like a little concert festival, and some people had firecrackers in their churros and it exploded in their face and gave them scars?
I'm very surprised that you're kind of close.
What is it?
In Santiago, Chile, Chile's Supreme Court has ordered a newspaper to pay $125,000 to 13 people who suffered burns while trying out a published recipe for churros.
So the newspaper published a recipe for churros, but if you make it that way, the churro like explodes in your face when you try to bite it.
Like in that one episode of Seinfeld when he gets the not genuine Cubans,
Right.
the Dominicans.
But that's so weird that the newspaper would be responsible for the recipe.
I mean,
That's crazy.
these people must be. I can't believe that either. But I thought it was a good one. I thought it was going to stump you more than
I mean, that would be like if people who bought Shape magazine threw their back out trying to do a squat. And they were like, yeah, Shape magazine.
That's a great analogy.
You
That's
know?
exactly what it would be like. That's fucked up.
I don't like that at all. Well,
Well, it's not like you run a newspaper, so you're fine.
well, I was considering moving to Chile.
So number two, California sperm donor at odds with federal regulators. Wonder why?
Yeah, well, I can tell you why. He's the guy's. Listen, this guy's Ivy League, perfect dental records. He's about 6'3" and very handsome. And right now, his sperm is in demand. That's the bottom line. He's churning out just fantastic babies, regardless of how disgusting the partner is. And so his sperm's super in demand. He's raising his prices as demand is raising. He's jacking his prices up. Right now, he's getting about $600 a shot. And federal regulations have stipulated that he should only be allowed to create so many offspring so as to protect the gene pool, because if we had 7 million of this guy running around, then we're going to start getting inbreeding and whatnot. Medicare costs are going to go through the roof as these little, Hills Have Eyes babies are coming out.
Right.
And,
right.
So he's pissed. He's like, fuck, you're impeding on my constitutional right to make as much money as I can. Fuck you. Fuck you, regulators.
Fuck you, regulators.
And then he's like, regulators, mount up.
Regulators regulate. Okay.
I know I'm right. I'm almost positive I'm right. I'll be stunned if I'm
going
wrong.
to give you a 0.2 out of 1 there.
Okay.
As in 1 point, because this is the story. An electronics company engineer who the U.S. government considers a one-man sperm bank has fathered an estimated 14 children through free donations of his semen that he advertises over the internet.
Whoa.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration says that the San Francisco Bay Area donor poses a threat to public health and has ordered him to stop or face up to a year in prison and a $100,000 fine.
But they are definitely right. That is not good.
14 children.
He's freelancing. and you know what that means?
For free.
That means that he went to like Cryobank and applied and gave a sample, and they tossed out his garbage sperm. And he started advertising on Craigslist.
He is.
Son of a
He's freelancing by his own advertising. He's just shipping out vials of sperm in a cooler.
That's 1,000%. That's a violation of public health. Oh my God! And I can't believe people have accepted.
No, and he claims, professes a strong religious upbringing, sees his sperm giveaways as acts of compassion.
Bullshit. This guy's scared of dying, and his only recourse is he's like, well, at least if I reproduce a shitload, I'll feel a little better about it.
Oh man, I'll tell you what he's doing.
Good story.
He's trying to form an army for his radical Christian beliefs. Yeah. And they have a picture. Trent Arsenault looks at his supply of specimen cups at his home in Fremont, California.
I love that this is it's basically Trent Arsenault is a Catholic guy who really likes jerking.
Yeah.
And he's been taught that, it's bad. Oh my God, he's heinous, by the way.
I know. Why would you want that?
You know what's funny? Trent Arsenault has a LinkedIn page.
Oh my God.
And it's the same guy, you can see. He's an infrastructure specialist at Hewlett Packard.
Oh my God. I wonder how this affects his career.
I'm guessing not great.
I mean, would you want a freak like that around?
I don't want a guy who looks like him around me ever.
I mean, if that...
I don't want this guy near me on the subway.
If somebody like that worked around me, I would just constantly be looking and oh my God, he beat off in the bathroom 10 minutes ago.
In fact, Trent Arsenault, if you listen to this podcast, please stop. He has a website set up called TrentDonor.org that I just found.
Yeah, that's what they say.
6'1", 150. And you know what's funny? He has all of his photos are like him at his prom. like when he was handsome.
Jesus, dude.
Man.
He's 36 and he's posting prom pictures from when he was 18 to try and sell women on his sperm. That's not right.
He has, so it says state, citizenship, ethnicity, 50% German, 25 French, 25 Irish. Basically, he's like, you can have the most freckled, red-haired baby ever.
Although he's like bald with a weird physique.
Want a baby that you can never take in the sun ever? Call me. I'm Trent Arsenault.
Call me. I've got a vial on hand. It's right next to my coffee cup.
This is weird. I don't like this guy.
Are you freaked out? You were close. I mean, I give you a 0.2 out of 1.
First of all, his second hobby is bird watching. Who wants to have a bird watching baby? Baby who fails all his high school classes because he's staring out the window at the pigeons.
Yeah, right. You know what all bird watchers turn into, right?
What, Trent Arsenault?
Peeping Toms, obviously.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you just turn your head to the left a little bit, you're now looking at a woman in a shower.
Yeah. Go up, sit in the tree, take a look at an owl for a minute, and then take a look at your neighbor nude.
He lives in Oakland, too, so it's not like
he's
not in, like, some beautiful scenic area. Are you ready for number 3, Big D?
Yeah.
Stressed Chinese fight back, with pillows.
It's a clinic, like like a therapist. It's not one therapist. It's like a clinic where people go in, and it's a technique that they're using, and it's catching on big time right now in Hong Kong and some of the other more metropolitan areas, where couples who go in for therapy do pillow fighting to get out their aggression, and while they're pillow fighting, they also kind of yell out things that are bothering them about the spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend.
Interesting. I'll give you a 0.3 for. So the story is a whirlwind of pillows bearing the names of bosses and teachers filled the air as hundreds of Chinese gathered to blow off stress in Shanghai, staging a massive pillow battle.
That's pretty funny.
Well, it's I mean, you were. I give you a 0.3, so a total of 1.5, 50%. Again, you're. I mean, I feel like you're getting worse at this. You used to be.
You know what it is.
What?
I tried to get those right, and I think it was
really not funny.
People were probably liking it more when I just made up something ridiculous. So
absolutely.
Let us know if this round of whatever the game's called pissed you off. I
like how we had like a huge thing about it, and now you can't remember.
Yeah. I actually want to play a new game that I just made up.
Yes. What is it?
Where I get to ask you questions.
Okay.
So here's how the Google game works.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw out 3 words, 3 phrases. These are in quotes, searched for that exactly. You have to guess which one has the most occurrences on the internet and which one has the least occurrences on the internet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 3 phrases. Okay.
All right. Shoot.
All right, and the audience can play along here.
What are they going to do, search it and know the answer?
No, they just get to play along, and then I'll tell you the answer, you idiot.
All right, idiot.
Because I'm looking right at it.
Stupid.
Don't call me an idiot when I call you an idiot.
I'm sorry, idiot.
Okay, 3 phrases. All right, first phrase. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Cunty John.
Cunty John.
Cunty
Well,
John.
do I have to guess one at a time, or do I get
No. I'm going to tell you all 3.
Okay.
Say which one has the most, which one has the least.
All right.
First one is Cunty John.
Okay.
Second one is Fuck Dick McGee. And the third one is Mr. Belvedere Queer.
Okay.
What's your guess?
Mr. Belvedere Queer, I'm going to say, is number 1 ranked.
You think that has the most hits?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Fuck Dick McGee?
Fuck Dick McGee and Cunty John.
And then Fuck Dick McGee and then Cunty John. So I'm saying Belvedere, Fuck Dick, and Cunty John.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Am I like the complete opposite?
Almost exact opposite. So, Cunty John has by far the most with 96. 96 hits. It asks if I meant CUNY John, but Cunty John has 96.
So you're saying that there's 96 actual results?
Yeah.
Well, give me a description of one with it in there.
The first one is Tales from Cunty John Lane. Then there's a Facebook page for someone named Cunty John. A Twitter result for someone named Meg Good Cunty John.
Where did you get? Okay,
I just made them up.
All right.
All right. Next is Mr. Belvedere Queer with 2, and then Fuck Dick McGee with 1. Well, you were
Interesting.
way off.
I was. I mean, it's a stupid game, and I don't ever want to play it again.
Why did you think Mr. Belvedere queer would be?
I thought like that's, like maybe people thought he was gay and searched those terms.
Well, it wasn't Mr. Belvedere queer. It was Mr. Belvedere queer.
Yeah, but I mean,
There was no question mark.
but it doesn't matter. The question mark would still apply, even if it was in quotes, wouldn't
Probably.
it? Idiot.
How many how many hits do you think come up for Dirty Butt Junction?
27.
No results, unfortunately.
I think that's a more fun game rather than ranking them. I think is like you give
How
me
many-
one and how many hits it gets.
How many hits is it?
Yeah.
How many results come up for shitting a pigeon?
Shitting a pigeon.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, in quotes on Google,
Yeah.
gets 18 hits.
1.
What's the article? What
It's
is
some like blog, and it says, "But if we have this annoying air horn noise for a month next year, I'll be shitting a pigeon by the time we get to the quarterfinals."
Wow. I mean, that's the only person on the internet that's used that, and it's like he's using it as a term.
As if everyone knows it.
What's that website, dude?
Some fanzine. I don't know.
Whatever they call
It's about some surfing asshole who's probably all ripped up and tan.
Speaking of
Probably,
pigeons.
Probably banged your girlfriend.
Speaking of pigeons
Yeah.
and weird things.
You're yeah.
No, my segues are horrible.
No, go ahead. Speaking of pigeons.
So speaking of pigeons, did you hear about this guy who killed a woman with a hatchet?
How is that speaking of pigeons? How the fuck is that speaking of
I'm
pigeons?
getting there. He didn't just kill one woman with a hatchet.
Okay.
He also disemboweled another woman, and she survived. She woke up disemboweled. And I was just,
Did he disembowel her with a pigeon beak?
No, but pigeons eat Alka-Seltzer and explode, so clearly there's a link.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
I apologize.
No, but did you hear
where
about
was
this?
this? Oswego, New York?
No, it's just, this was in Kansas City, dude. And the most fucked up thing about it is that the dude genuinely looks like Kevin Biggins, our guest from show number 3. I'm not even kidding.
Might it have just been him? Because I haven't heard from him in a while. I mean,
He would have
easily
shaved,
could be
and yeah, if he shaved, it's him.
were you gonna say and lost a few pounds?
No, this guy's they're about
fine
equal.
to say anything you want because there's no way he'll listen again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Ryan the Anti-Hero. With me is Drew,
Ice Jesus.
Hinder,
You.
and Prado God.
What's up?
We are the Anti-Semantic Show.
And if you like listening to podcasts, especially ones that are topical and talk about things like government,
Sports,
babies,
movies,
rape, algebra,
music,
rape, and TV,
then you should listen to us.
we're 4 assholes with microphones.
And opinions.
Find us on antisemanticshow.com, iTunes, and Facebook.
Rape?
Your girlfriend's lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah, she
didn't need to. She's not fat like you. But yeah, she's on a little diet, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about this.
She's doing good with it.
It's over. I'm cutting it out.
I peeped a Facebook out.
It's over. We're not talking.
You're not cutting it out.
No, I'm cutting it out.
If you cut it out, I'm not doing any more podcasts.
Don't care.
If you cut it out, I'm not arranging next week's special guest.
Don't care. I've already promoted it. If you don't, you're lost.
You
You're
did?
lost of fans.
Did you promote it?
Yeah, Kato Kalin.
Yeah. Next week we're gonna have Kato Kalin. He's gonna tell us, and listen to this. This is crazy. Did I tell you? I told you what happened, right?
No, you didn't. What?
So I talked to Kato today, and he's agreed for whatever reason, for the first time ever since the OJ trial, he has agreed to do a tell-all interview.
No.
Yeah, he wants to do it. He thinks enough time has passed. He's going to do a tell-all interview on Cocktails and Kimonos about what went on the night of that's craziness.
That's exciting.
It's pretty crazy.
I'm very excited.
What
to
if
hear.
he comes out with some crazy shit? I mean, we could get national news
Yeah, absolutely.
for our I don't even want to say little anymore.
No, we're huge.
Podcast.
How many downloads now? 18,000 million?
We got over 1,000 on the Jeff Richards podcast.
Yeah.
So that's spice. Anyway, so next week, Kato Kalin gonna do a tell-all about the night of the incident, which is fucking crazy if you think about it. He hasn't done it anywhere.
No,
60 Minutes, Dateline. No, wouldn't do it. Cocktails and Kimonos said yes.
Yes, we got it. And we're gonna grill him, man. We don't pull any punches here on Cocktails and Kimonos.
No, we don't pull any punches at all.
We're not, we're like Fox News when it comes to.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Will you put some fucking effort into producing next week's podcast?
I'll try.
Seriously, because you don't have anything to do.
What do you mean?
You work like 4 hours a day, and then you do 5 minutes of P90X, and then you eat yourself to sleep. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Good night. I legitimately fucking hate you.
Do you not eat yourself to sleep?
I don't.
And Retep,
Yeah.
it's been nice hanging out.
It's been all right this time.
It would be good if you could get out of here real fast, though.
It would be nice if you would brush your teeth next time.
Just before my girlfriend gets home, please leave.
Sorry.
Because honestly, you look so fat and disgusting.
Why? That'll make.
I just don't want you to.
That'll make her want you better. Want you more.
Anyway.
Pull that raisin out your head.
No, but do you want to get some Chinese food?
Yeah.
Seriously, though, or no?
No, I don't. No.
Why?
Because I'm not.
What are you going to eat?
Because all you do when I eat at your house is make fun of me the next day for how fat I was.
Get some spicy.
I'm not even that fat.
Post a shirtless pic.
Do you want some pumpkin noodles, you freak?
Some pumpkin
noodles. How about
noodles?
some snow globy pumpkin-y noodles?
Did you see the snow globe out there?
I did.
With the Lincoln Financial Field inside. Philadelphia Eagles.
It's not as big as you said it was going to be.
You're fatter than Andy Reid. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.